Pardon me?
Could you introduce your student?
Yes, to my right, I have Ambrosia Cole, and to my left, Aaliyah Chavez, and then just next to her is Ari Johnson.
And Coach, opening thoughts on today's win.
I'm just so proud of this basketball team. We've heard a lot of one player can't win a championship, and I think you saw a team today led by this young lady and flanked by these two.
Questions?
Aaliyah, I saw you at Hoop Fest, and I told you that loss was going to be the game that gets you to state. How do you feel about that statement now as a state winner?
I'm very proud of this team. We did stuff that people said we couldn't, and I couldn't ask for a better team. This team's like sisters to me, and I'm just so proud of them.
Hey, Leah, can you follow up on what Coach said? I'm not sure people that watched you guys from afar understood that this was a really good team. It wasn't just Aaliyah Chavez and a bunch of other girls. This game sort of underscored that, the way everybody else played along with you.
No, I think our team is just as a whole bunch of players. Bobo gets buckets, Ari gets buckets. Everyone can get a bucket out here, but they don't see that when they just see my scores. And that's not what I want to do. I want to show that my team can score too. And I think we had a great team win today. And I'm very blessed to be at this opportunity.
Ari, I think I put on Twitter, you came out like a girl possessed in that first quarter. What was working for you? Why did you dominate so much early? All day, but especially early.
Just grabbing boards. I feel like that's something that I'm really good at, and just getting in position to grab that rebound and put it right back up.
Coach, a team win for sure, but these past 4 years, how do you sort of describe the legacy that Aaliyah is leaving?
No, I mean, clearly she has elevated our team to an entirely different level. She's an elite player, and our team has embraced that. She is a great teammate. Her teammates love her. She loves her teammates. And I think that it was on display today, the kind of chemistry we have as a unit. And, I'm just proud of the whole group, and I want to kind of follow up the question that was to Ari, because Ari didn't feel good today. She's been struggling a little bit with just kind of flu-like symptoms, and she knew we had to have her to win, and she just sucked it up and did her job.
Yeah, Ari, obviously a big impact today. Your play was limited as a sophomore. Just what was it like going through that, and then just how did you sort of go into this season knowing how important you were going to be to the team?
Just knowing that my team needed me and that I had to make a huge part in the team to step up and just play knowing that I'm a big part of the team and just, playing my hardest to get through what I was going through my sophomore year.
In front.
Coach, first title since 1981. It seemed like y'all have gotten closer and closer over the past couple of years, but now to finally just get over that hump and get it, what does it mean to you specifically?
Oh, just personally, I feel the excitement and the happiness for this team because I know they've really been on that journey together for the last 3 years, and to see it culminated in a state championship for them, I'm just so proud of them. I couldn't be happier.
And for you ladies, in the Panhandle and in the South Plains, it seems like where the best basketball in Texas is always played. It's like you had to get out of your district, had probably one of the hardest playoff roads all the way through to, especially after that Frisco Memorial game. What does it mean to each of y'all? I don't care who answers this one.
It means a lot to me for sure, just because just to finish my journey as a state champ, something I dreamed of since I was a freshman. And, just doing it with this team, it's crazy because we grew up together. I've been playing with these girls since 3rd, 4th grade. So it's surreal for real. It's crazy that we're here.
It means a lot. Seeing our progress when we first started up to now, I'm very proud of us. I'm very proud of them. And our bond is just unmatched. I feel like that helped us as well. And it's just a lot of emotions right now, but I'm very proud of them, and I'm proud of what we accomplished together is big.
Well, I gotta say, Zanai Wilkerson got hurt in the game against Frisco Memorial, and she was one of our starters and a big part of our team chemistry and just our team rotation. And so I can't say enough about how I feel like our team responded with the new rotation. It was different. today. And nobody watching would know that it was different, but we knew it was different. And I just feel like my team handled it so well.
Aaliyah, just kind of talk about what is it like for you just to know all the attention and then kind of going back to where it all started for you playing basketball. I think you said your dad didn't originally want you to even play.
Yeah, I'm blessed to be in this opportunity for sure. When I was in 3rd grade, my dad definitely didn't want me to play. He said it was too expensive, so he tried to do stuff to make me quit. I've been in touch with ball for the first 3 months of training, so just knowing I'm at this level now and getting ready for college is just, it's crazy because I've worked so hard to get here and I've proved people wrong that thought I wasn't going to be able to do it.
Was there kind of a balance on not trying to do too much, but also play your game like you always did?
I go in the game thinking I have to play my game every game, so it doesn't matter what I'm feeling or what I'm doing, I'm going to play the same way either way.
Aaliyah, there was a lot of number 2 jerseys out there. There was one family that said they drove 250 miles from Rio Grande, and they said part of that was to watch you as a Mexican player who's really a star. What does all that sort of support and that sort of role mean to you personally?
You know, I love people supporting me. You know, a lot of people buy jerseys, and a lot of people they're out there supporting me at the very end, and it's just a blessing because I was that little kid. I was the little kid looking up to people, and now that they're looking up to me, it's crazy because I want to just prove that I can be the person that they look up to, and I want them to see that they can be whoever they want to be if they just put their mind into it.
Coach Snyder, I've watched you the last 4 years, and you are a player's coach. Talk about what it means to embrace the moment, because no moment ever got too big for you. You put your team in the best positions to play the best competition throughout the year. You don't get enough credit about what you did for these young ladies, considering that she has a media circus following her every game.
Well, you know, I had 3 pretty darn good players to kind of center a lot of those decisions around in terms of where we played and the Hoop Fest games that we played in. And these players make it easy. I mean, I didn't have a hard job. I pretty much just let them play. We do our work in practice, and in games, I didn't have to do a whole lot. Some of the close games, I may be sub different or whatever, but I got players that you can turn loose and they know how to play the game, and they do an awful good job at it.
Aaliyah, what are the thoughts and the feelings as you check out for the last time and hear the ovation from the crowd?
I did cry. I didn't think I was, but you know, that was my last high school game ever, and just the people that supported me from Monterey, from Lubbock, from everywhere actually, like it was just crazy to check out and standing ovation. I was happy. It was happy tears at the end of the day, but you know, it's kind of crazy that I'm done with high school, and hopefully these people still support me where I go for college, just depending on where I go. But you know, it's just crazy to see how many people I have supporting me.
Aaliyah, apparently March 25th is the big day. What are the factors that are most important to you that you'll determine what school you go to?
My 2 biggest ones is to have a great relationship with the coach, just because every coach I've played with, I have a good relationship. You know, I've known Coach Snyder since 5th grade, so we definitely have a good relationship. My AAU coaches, I'm a point guard, so I have to have a good relationship. So just that's number 1. Number 2 is just making sure that they play my playing style. I don't want to go into a college and they change how I play. I want to be there and play all 4 years the same way, no matter what.
Aaliyah, one more for you, and Coach, I would love to get your perspective on this too. You got MVP today. Take us to that moment. What was it like hearing your name called?
Well, number 1, I didn't know that they were announcing MVP, so I was kind of confused when they announced my name. But once I figured out what they were calling, it was kind of crazy because obviously didn't have the best game today, but my team won at the end of the day, and that's all that mattered to me was to get that state championship. I could care less to get MVP, or it doesn't matter to me. I'm just so happy that my team won.
Question for the players and coach. If you could sum up your season in one word, what would that word be that describes this year for you?
Mine's historic.
Extraordinary.
I'm thinking. I'll say perseverance.
Ooh, big word, big word. Coach Schneider?
I'm struggling with it. I'm not a person of one word at a time. I would just say it's monumental.
Aaliyah, just how hard was it focusing on this playoff run and winning the state title with the pressure of being the #1 recruit in the nation and your college decision still looming?
Well, obviously during basketball season, I really didn't focus too much on college because my main priority is this basketball team, and winning the games at the end of the day. So, but number two, I don't see myself as the #1 basketball player. Everyone talks about it, and I see myself as another player, you know. Yes, they come up to me talking about it, but at the end of the day, I'm here for my team and making sure I'm being the best player I can be for my team. If that means doing 100 assists, 100 rebounds, or scoring 50 points, that's what that means. But, you know, I have to do what's best for my team.
Coach Snyder, I spoke to you earlier, and you said this game, this title belongs to Chavez.
You know, the social media is an interesting animal where people can weigh in negatively on such a positive young lady. But one of the criticisms has always been she doesn't have a title. Well, now she does, and so do the rest of them.
Coach, obviously Monterey has a long history in women's basketball, a lot of great players that come through. What does it mean to you to, you know, bring them a title after all these years?
Well, I think I'd have to scroll back through all my texts for this week and all my messages on Messenger and Facebook posts to kind of put that on display. I've heard from so many former players, so many former Lady Plainsmen, so many former players that I coached in Borger that have weighed in feeling like this is for them. You know, just really pulling for our team. So it's been an amazing ride. I cannot believe how this young lady and this team has pulled so many people together, not just across Lubbock, across the state of Texas and nationwide, people that are weighing in, excited for our basketball team. It's been a ridiculous ride and a lot of fun in a lot of ways, and this just caps it off.
Coach, you've had an experienced career both as a player and a coach, and I guess what has it been like for you knowing that it wasn't too long ago where girls weren't even allowed to play full court in Texas?
Yeah, right. Well, I think I played half-court basketball in high school and won a state championship with my team my senior year, and that was in 1976. I think they went full court in '79. So, you know, it's a difference, but it's you know, I'm just proud to be a part of that history from the beginning to, you know, from that game to this game, and boy, to see where it's come and to watch the way these young ladies can play the game at the high school level, it's very impressive.
Can I say it one time?
Don't you do it.
One time.
I didn't know what you were about to say too.
She was gonna call her a legend.
Yeah.
This coach and player is legendary. Legendary.
You were also an MVP, Jill, correct? Jill, you were also an MVP?
Do what?
The championship game?
We're MVP.
Yeah, she was.
She's legendary.
Championship
Oh,
game.
no, I don't even remember. I don't know. I don't even know if they did that back then.
They did.
Yeah, I do not know that.
Specifically on today's game, sorry to get back to X's and O's for a minute, but you guys' defense also has never gotten enough credit recently. What was working so well against them? They didn't shoot the ball well, but you guys had a lot to do with that. Let's start with Ambrosia and Ari on that.
We just came out really aggressive and we punched them first, and they kind of like didn't want to do anything really against us shooting wise because we didn't overhelp too much. So we were able to make it out, so they didn't get no shots. And I'll just say our intensity from the jump was just like strong. So that's what helped us.
Yeah, I'm gonna piggyback off Robo. Our intensity level was very high this game, and we knew what we had to do to win the game, and we learned their playing style, and we knew that it couldn't match ours. So we just did everything that we know we could and just played our game.
Yeah, we definitely wanted to up tempo. Liberty Hill has a very good team. They have a very good team. Their style of play is a little different than ours, and we felt like it was critical that we control the tempo of the game, and that we not, because in their half-court game, they're very big. We played a lot of quick teams recently where we've had to switch a lot of screens and things like that. We didn't need to do that today because of the mismatches that it would create defensively for us. And I just felt like it didn't hurt our cause a bit that Liberty Hill couldn't score in the second quarter. They had really struggled from the field. And then we did a great job on the defensive boards. And anytime we can turn people over or control the defensive boards and get out and run and run in transition, that's our strength, and that worked for us today.
All right, congratulations. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.